What's good, YouTube and wrestling fans? It's another weekend full of pay-per-views. Tonight is Impact Bash at the Brewery, coming from San Antonio, Texas on Impact Plus at 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by Deep Impact tomorrow and the big one Slammiversary on Sunday, so be sure to stay tuned for as well. The Bash card honestly seems a little predictable. There are, however, a few matches that include people I've never heard of, but it's mostly Impact heavy. Here's the rundown of the card. First up, we have Fallah Bahh versus Anthony Andrews. I have no idea who Anthony Andrews is. I looked him up and saw a picture, but I don't have much info. This is probably just a spot for him to showcase himself, but I think this match will be won by Fallah Bahh. Next, we have Rosemary versus Su Yung. This should be a good match on the card, and will build up for the Monsters Ball match at Slammiversary. I honestly don't think Su Yung will win Sunday, and she needs to win more than Rosemary right now. So I predict Su Yung will get the win in this match, unless this one has no clear ending and ends in a double countout or a double disqualification. We then have the Pillars of Destiny, Skid Seat and Kuji Primo versus Rob Love, Eddie Scott, Alberto DeFreto, and Joey Spector. No idea who any of those guys are. I think simply because I share a name with someone in this match, I'll go with the team of Rob Love, Eddie Scott, Alberto Del Freto, and Joey Spector. We then have Rebel and Katie Forbes. Rebel was formerly from Impact Wrestling versus Christy James and Miranda Alizé. With this match, I know Rebel and Katie Forbes, but I do not know their opponents. I believe Katie Forbes was in an event not long ago, also on Impact. It was on the losing end for this reason, as well as name recognition. I'm going to go with Rebel and Katie Forbes. We had Jessica Havoc versus Jordan Grace. Havoc just recently returned to Impact, and I think this match will also continue to build for the Monster Ball match at Slammiversary. I think Havoc will win this one, but this will definitely be a slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen, and possibly, if given time, one of the best high-impact hits of the card. Speaking of high impact hits, we have Tessa Blanchard, Willie Mack, and Rich Swann versus Madman Fulton, Jake, and Dave Christ of the OVE. This again should be a good and high impact and a build of Slammiversary, which would lead to Tessa and Sammy one-on-one. I'm going to go with Tessa, Mack, and Swann to win this. And this is the first time I'm actually interested in seeing an OVE match. Next up, Michael Elgin versus Eddie Edwards. Michael Elgin will wind up winning this one. He's going for the World Championship. And it would make sense for him to lose to Eddie Edwards here, who right now is in a mid-card feud with Killer Kross. We have Cage versus Moose. Brian Cage is the champion. He has been out for a while. With this being his return match back, it's basically just to show that he hasn't lost a step going into the World Championship match. Cage would take the win here. We then have LAX versus the North. LAX is probably one of the hottest things going in Impact, and apparently WWE and AEW both have shown interest. LAX will get the win here and show that they aren't going anywhere. We then have RVD versus Sami Callihan. This I expect will be the typical Sami Callihan match, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I have actually enjoyed Sami's hardcore-like style matches on the pay-per-views. RVD is just a nostalgia act, and I can't see him being in Impact long-term to win championships. Sami is in a hot feud with Tessa right now, so if RVD does win, expect it to be because of Tessa's interference. As far as Deep Impact goes, it will be live on Twitch at 7:30 p.m. on July the 6th. I can't do predictions right now since I couldn't find the match card. However, it is a cross-promotion event with Booker T's Reality of Wrestling promotion. I probably won't watch either of these live, but I may go back and watch some of the matches later. Make sure to come back and look for those results and reviews. Also, if I find a match card in time, I'll possibly post predictions for the show. It's hard to post predictions when you don't know the wrestlers though, so it's based on the card lineup. Guys, get on me when those videos you're waiting for aren't posted, and stay tuned and let me know what you want to see and enjoy the show.